Final warning. Heaven has seen a secret gathering in the shadowed realms, a meeting orchestrated by the enemy himself, Satan, and your name was spoken. Michael cries out from the heavens, his voice echoing with urgency, "Open this now, for every second you delay multiplies the danger, and the consequences will be yours alone." Do not underestimate the gravity of what has been set in motion. Darkness has convened to plot against your life, to influence the unseen corners of your destiny, to bind what God has ordained as free. Your name has been uttered, marked, and targeted, but the light of heaven has not abandoned you. I, Michael, Archangel of Protection, stand at the threshold of your reality, ready to intervene, but the key is in your hands. Do you feel the tremor in your spirit? That shaking is not fear alone, it is a divine signal. Heaven is vibrating with the energy of intervention, and yet it waits for your response. Time is slipping through your fingers, and the enemy moves with his characteristic cunning. This is not a moment to hesitate. Open now. Open your heart. Open your mind. Open the spiritual portal that connects you to your divine protection. For if you falter, if you delay even a heartbeat longer, the threads of your life may twist into shadows, and the weight of consequences will fall upon you. Listen carefully. The enemy seeks to cloud your judgment, to whisper lies disguised as comfort, to draw you into complacency. You might feel tired, hesitant, or unsure. That is exactly what he wants. Satan thrives on indecision. He hopes to convince you that the threat is imaginary, that the urgency is a trick. But hear me, the heavens themselves have witnessed the plotting against you. Your very essence is under scrutiny, and the stakes have never been higher. Do not ignore this message. Now, breathe and attune yourself. Imagine the light of Michael's presence surrounding you, a fire of purity that cannot be extinguished by darkness. Feel it wrapping around your shoulders, entering your heart, filling every part of your being with the awareness that you are protected, but only if you act. The enemy has arranged for circumstances that will attempt to deceive you. A friend may betray, a familiar path may turn treacherous, and an unexpected opportunity may mask a trap. But all of this is revealed to you now so that you may act with wisdom. The secret meeting occurred in a realm invisible to mortal eyes, yet its consequences seep into your world. Every choice you make from this moment forward is observed by both forces, the forces of light and the forces of darkness. Every decision, every thought, every hesitation, is part of a larger cosmic balance. Michael does not issue warnings lightly. When the archangel declares urgency, it is because the balance has tipped dangerously. Heaven is pleading with you, calling to you, open. Act. Receive the protection that is ready for you, but cannot intervene fully without your consent. I must tell you what is at stake. The consequences of ignoring this warning are not abstract, they are real, tangible, and immediate. You may encounter betrayal by those you trust the most. Opportunities may vanish, health may falter, relationships may twist in unforeseen ways, and the enemy may attempt to claim pieces of your soul. Do not let this happen. Michael stands ready, but the door must be opened from your side. The celestial key is your faith and your immediate response. Do not wait for signs. Do not wait for proof. Trust the voice of heaven ringing through this message. The shadows have been planning in silence, and yet you are not powerless. Your prayers are your shield, your faith is your sword, and your willingness to act is the conduit for divine intervention. The angels have been poised at the edge of reality, waiting for your permission to move. When Michael commands you to open now, he is not asking, he is insisting. Obedience to this command is your lifeline. Feel the energy now. The air around you is thick with unseen forces, some of which wish to manipulate, some of which wish to protect, and some of which hang in balance, waiting for your choice. Your heart may race, your mind may resist, but the truth is clear: inaction is far more dangerous than action. Open the path for light to surge through your life. Do not let fear, doubt, or hesitation keep you from the protection ordained by God. You may ask, how do I act? What does it mean to open? It means to allow the light to enter your consciousness fully, to acknowledge the threat, to consciously place yourself under the protection of Michael and the heavenly host. Speak the words of acknowledgement, feel the energy of divine presence, and trust that your life is being guided toward safety. Every fiber of your being must align with this truth: Michael is here, God is watching, and the enemy can be contained, but only through your active participation. The enemy has been patient, cunning, and relentless. His whispers seek to seduce you into inaction, to lull you into ignoring the severity of what has transpired. You might encounter subtle temptations to postpone, rationalize, or deny. These are illusions designed to fracture your focus and weaken your resolve. Resist them with all your heart, and remember, the very fact that you are receiving this message means you have not been abandoned. Heaven intervenes for those who respond immediately and faithfully. Michael's wings are ready to envelop you, his sword ready to strike at the encroaching darkness, but these tools cannot fully operate without your alignment. You are being given a rare chance, a divine opportunity, to alter the course of events that have already been set into motion. This is a rare privilege, and its urgency cannot be overstated. Delay is the ally of the enemy and the adversary of your destiny. Consider the consequences of hesitation. If you ignore this message, the threads that have been woven in secret realms will extend into your life. You will feel inexplicable pressure, betrayal from unexpected quarters, and opportunities slipping away with no explanation. The enemy will seek to trap you in fear, anxiety, and spiritual confusion. But if you act now, if you open your heart and align with Michael, these threads will be severed, the shadow will retreat, and your path will be illuminated by divine clarity. You are not alone. The presence of Michael, Gabriel, and the entire host of angels surrounds you. They are watching, ready to act, and their power is immense. Yet, heaven respects human agency. The choice is yours to make. Act swiftly. Do not allow doubt to cloud your judgment. The call is immediate, the warning is absolute, and the consequences of ignoring it are severe. Every second that passes is a battlefield. Invisible forces are moving in patterns you cannot yet perceive. Some will attempt to influence your decisions, others will attempt to manipulate your perceptions, but all are limited in power by the will of God and your responsiveness. When Michael commands you to open now, it is a direct channel to bypass deception and establish protection. Do not question the urgency. Do not underestimate the reality. Your spirit has been prepared for this moment. The trials you have endured, the challenges you have faced, and the tests of faith have all led to this exact point. Heaven has brought you to awareness, and now it requires immediate action. Open your mind, open your heart, open your life to the divine protection that is ready, waiting, and fully capable of shielding you from all unseen harm. The enemy fears this moment. He fears the light of heaven, he fears the power of obedience, he fears the alignment of a soul with its divine protector. Your willingness to act now is the wedge that will disrupt his plans, the barrier that will shield your life, and the declaration that you will not be controlled by forces of darkness. Feel the weight of these words. Let them penetrate deeply into your consciousness. Michael is here. Heaven is watching. The enemy is plotting. And the moment to act is now. Delay no longer, for hesitation strengthens the shadows, and obedience strengthens the light. You are at the crossroads of destiny, and the choice you make in the next heartbeat will determine the path that unfolds. Open now. Speak aloud your acknowledgement, call upon the protection of Michael, and align your entire being with the light of God. Do not look back. Do not question the process. Trust fully, act decisively, and know that heaven stands with you. The forces of darkness will attempt to resist, but their power is limited. Your faith is unlimited. Remember, every step you take in obedience fortifies your path. Every thought aligned with light diminishes the enemy's influence. Every act of trust in heaven strengthens your connection to divine protection. You are not passive in this process. You are an active participant in the unfolding of a miraculous defense orchestrated by God and carried out by the angels. The warning is final. The time is now. The enemy has convened, your name has been spoken, and heaven has taken notice. Michael cries out, implores, and commands, open now, or suffer the consequences. Your choice determines not only your immediate safety but the trajectory of your entire life. Align with heaven, embrace the protection offered, and step into the light without delay. Final warning: heaven has revealed to me, through the eternal light of God, that a secret meeting has taken place, a gathering shrouded in darkness, convened by forces you have long feared but never truly recognized. Satan himself was present, and your name was spoken, whispered like a forbidden word in the shadowed corners of hell, where deceit festers and corruption reigns. The angels trembled as they watched, Michael's wings shivering with righteous anger, for he knows the weight of what is at stake. He cries out to you, and his voice echoes in the chambers of your soul, "Open this now, do not delay, or the consequences will fall upon you like a storm without mercy." Do you feel it? The urgency that prickles the very edges of your being? This is not a mere warning. It is a divine summons, a clarion call from the heavens themselves. The eternal eyes of God are upon you, observing every step, every thought, every fleeting hesitation. Time itself is a fragile thread now, and the tapestry of your life hangs by it. Satan has plotted, yes, and his minions have moved, yet God's light pierces the darkest veil. But you must act, for indecision in this hour is a weapon Satan uses to entrap the soul, to ensnare it in shadows where even the smallest spark of hope struggles to survive. Michael speaks to you, not in whispers, but in the thunderous roar of truth. Do not ignore this. What you hold in your hands now, what you are about to witness, is the shield against the schemes that have been laid in secret against you. The heavens will not intervene a second time if you turn away in doubt. Open it. See it. Claim it. The moment is fleeting, and once it passes, the path will be irrevocably altered. Imagine the meeting as it unfolded, dark smoke curling, figures cloaked in lies, their intentions aimed at you, your destiny, your purpose. They spoke your name with venom, planning to sever the blessings that have been ordained for you since the beginning of time. Every soul has a light, a divine spark, but your spark is unique. It carries a mission, a legacy, a design that Satan cannot destroy without consent. Yet consent can be given through fear, through hesitation, through the simple act of turning away from what God has placed before you. This is why Michael insists, with tears in his eyes and fire in his heart, that you act immediately. Do you understand the gravity of this moment? Every second wasted, every moment you delay, Satan gains strength from your indecision. He whispers lies to your mind, attempting to convince you that you are safe, that this warning is excessive, that divine intervention can wait. Do not believe it. Do not listen. For these lies are chains, and they are designed to bind you to consequences you will regret for eternity. Michael stands guard, his sword of light raised, his shield of protection unwavering, but even the mightiest angel cannot act without your cooperation. Your name, your very essence, has been targeted. A meeting was held in the unseen realms, and documents, covenants, and whispers were exchanged to try to claim what is rightfully yours. But God, in His infinite wisdom and eternal justice, has revealed this to you. The warning is final. There is no time for debate, no space for doubt. Your soul, your future, your divine assignment, everything is at risk. Open it now, and let the light of heaven pour upon the schemes laid against you. Delay, and you invite chaos into the path that was meant to be your blessing. Michael's voice comes again, now closer, burning into your consciousness. The moment to act is now. Look, receive, and understand. Do not question the source of this message. God Himself has orchestrated this revelation. Every detail you encounter will illuminate the darkness that surrounds you. Do not fear the vision, fear the inaction that allows evil to take root in the world that God has prepared for you. This is the turning point, the decisive instant where your faith, courage, and obedience will determine the outcome of forces beyond mortal comprehension. The heavens have prepared for this intervention since the dawn of creation. Angels have gathered, the archangelic forces have aligned, and yet the key lies with you. Will you open your eyes and your heart to the message, to the divine strategy laid out before you? Or will you allow hesitation to give Satan the opportunity he craves, to dim your light, to divert your destiny? Remember, even the smallest delay has weight. Even a single doubt can be the chink in the armor that allows darkness to penetrate. I tell you this not to frighten, but to awaken. You are at a sacred intersection of choice and fate. The secret meeting with Satan was real. Every whisper, every shadowed plan, every conspiratorial gesture, recorded in the annals of heaven, was aimed at diminishing your life, at corrupting what God intended to bless. Yet this warning, this divine revelation, is the shield, the intervention, the safeguard that preserves what is yours by divine decree. Michael weeps not in despair, but in profound urgency. His tears fall like sparks of fire, igniting the inner strength that has always resided within you. He cannot open this path for you. He cannot act in place of your obedience. He is ready, armed with the authority of heaven, but His power alone is not enough to counter the consent of darkness if you falter. Open it now. Every second that passes, Satan plots. Every corner of the spiritual realm conspires to delay your destiny. You must envision it clearly, a table of darkness, figures in shadow, plotting to intercept your blessings. They spoke of contracts, of secrecy, of manipulation, of twisting truths to their advantage. And your name, your identity, your divine path, was the central focus. Heaven saw this. God saw this. And now, through the agency of Michael, you are warned. This is your opportunity to neutralize the threat, to expose the schemes, to reclaim what is yours before the consequences manifest in the physical and spiritual planes alike. There is no hesitation in divine timing. The warning is final, the instruction absolute. Open it. Accept it. Witness it. For the act of opening, of confronting the truth, is itself a blessing. It aligns your spirit with the light of God, it fortifies your soul against deception, and it creates a protective shield that even the cunning of Satan cannot pierce. But delay, even for a heartbeat, allows darkness to gain foothold. The angels are watching. The archangels are poised. The celestial forces are ready. But your cooperation is essential. Michael commands you not with anger, but with love, with the intensity of a protector who knows the peril of inaction. He urges, he pleads, he cries, and the heavens join in chorus, open now, or suffer the consequence. This is the divine moment where heaven intersects with earth, where eternal consequences meet temporal actions, and where your courage, obedience, and faith are tested in a way unlike any other. Your destiny is not a distant abstraction, it is immediate, urgent, and critical. Every plan of darkness must be confronted, every hidden agenda revealed, every whispered deceit exposed. Only by opening this now can the blessings, the protection, and the divine favor of God be fully secured for you. Final warning: Heaven saw a secret meeting with Satan about your name. Michael says open now, or suffer the consequence. Listen carefully, for this is not a message for idle minds or those who doubt the power of the divine. The heavens themselves trembled when your name was whispered in the council of darkness last night. Satan convened with his emissaries, gathering secrets, weaving plots, and planning actions that would seek to dismantle the foundation of your life. He spoke with confidence, believing that no mortal, no messenger from the heavens, could intervene. But Michael, the archangel, protector of souls, warrior of light, has descended with urgency that cannot be ignored. He stands at your spiritual doorstep now, his wings spanning across the boundaries of your reality, his sword gleaming with the fire of God's will, a blazing warning etched in the ether. This is your final moment to respond. Michael's voice echoes across dimensions, a sound that pierces the veil between the earthly and the heavenly. Open now. Do not delay. Every second you hesitate grants Satan a foothold, and the consequences are irreversible. Can you feel it? The weight of this command presses against your soul, a force both tender and terrifying, compelling you to act. The heavens are aligned for intervention, but only your obedience can activate the power set in motion. God watches silently yet intensely, his eyes fixed upon you, the target of both demonic scheming and divine protection. The angels themselves have gathered, forming a protective ring, humming with energy that resonates with your heartbeats. The air around you vibrates with urgency, a signal that forces unseen eyes to focus on your every move. Do not dismiss this as imagination, for the enemy's plans are real and they move swiftly. Every secret meeting held in darkness against you has a ripple effect, and Satan has moved to exploit every vulnerability he perceives. But here is the truth you must hold on to: God's omnipotent power is far beyond the reach of any scheme, and Michael is your appointed shield. You are not alone. Yet, the protection will not manifest if you linger in doubt or disbelief. This is why the warning comes now, final warning. The moment to act is fleeting, the window shrinking by the heartbeat. Satan cannot harm you where divine light reigns, but if the instructions are ignored, the consequences will manifest, subtle at first, then escalating with a momentum that only divine intervention can reverse. Understand this: the secret meeting was not ordinary. It involved the highest-ranking agents of darkness, those who manipulate realities unseen and whisper falsehoods into the minds of humans, attempting to influence decisions, sway emotions, and distort perceptions. Your name, specifically, was chosen because of the divine light you carry, the purpose you were given, and the destiny that Satan fears. He seeks to block it, to create confusion, fear, and misdirection, aiming to divert you from your spiritual path. But Michael is here, and his presence alone disorients the forces of evil. His sword, burning with celestial fire, marks a boundary that cannot be crossed. He is here to guide you. God says, "My beloved child, hear me now. The time is critical. Heaven has opened its eyes fully upon the events that have been unfolding around you, and the secrets that were hidden in darkness have now been revealed to the light." A gathering occurred, a meeting that should never have taken place, where Satan himself conspired against you, speaking your name in wicked whispers, planning destruction, deceit, and confusion to overtake your life. This is not a dream, this is not a vision from man, this is the undeniable truth from the realm of the divine. Your name has been targeted, your destiny has been challenged, and the enemy has mobilized forces that seek to steal, kill, and destroy all that I have placed within your grasp. But I am God, and I am watching. I do not sleep, I do not falter, and I have sent my archangel Michael to stand by you as your defender, as your sword, as the protector of your spirit. Michael cries in heaven for you, loudly, urgently, because the time to act is now. He says, "Open this now, or suffer the consequence." There is no delay. There is no hesitation. The moment passes, and the enemy will seek to take advantage of your pause. Every second that ticks by is a second closer to the snares that were laid to trap your soul. I say to you now, awaken. Rise in the power that I have placed within you. Do not ignore my voice. Do not disregard Michael's plea. This is not a matter of convenience, this is not a matter of choice. This is the final warning. Heaven has intervened, and your life is hanging on the decision you make in this moment. Listen carefully, my child. In the night, when shadows move unseen, the enemy's agents have tried to weave fear into your thoughts, to cloud your mind, to make you question your worth, your strength, your purpose. They have come disguised as friends, as lovers, as family, as strangers, all with one goal: to keep you from seeing the truth that heaven has revealed. But I tell you now, their schemes are exposed. Every plan, every whisper, every shadowed hand that sought to touch you without my consent has been recorded in the book of heaven. The angels have watched, the archangels have listened, and Michael himself has descended to intercede on your behalf. He stands at your door, sword raised, shield strong, wings wide, and his voice pierces the heavens: "Open now. Do not delay, or the consequences will be yours to bear alone." Do not be deceived, my child, for the enemy is clever and persistent. He will appear as comfort, as opportunity, as promise, but his heart is hollow, his intentions blackened with malice. He has convened meetings in secret places where darkness gathers and covenants are made in whispers. He has spoken your name, not once, not twice, but repeatedly, seeking to manipulate circumstances to his advantage, seeking to turn the world against you, seeking to bind your spirit with chains that only my power can break. But I am greater. My power is infinite. My protection is eternal. The sword of Michael is not just a weapon, it is a seal upon your destiny, a barrier that no force of evil can penetrate. I have placed your life under his care, and he moves swiftly, for he is the guardian of those whom I love. Open, my child. Open your heart, open your eyes, open your spirit to what is revealed in this hour. The warning is final, the call is urgent, and the forces of darkness have already begun to tremble because Michael has been dispatched. He has come to uncover every hidden plot, to shatter every chain, to reveal every lie that was whispered against you in the secret corners of the world. The enemy fears the light. He fears what I have placed within you. He fears the power of my word spoken over your life. Do not doubt it, do not hesitate. Take hold of the message I send through Michael, for in your obedience lies your deliverance. In your inaction lies the risk of calamity. You may ask, God, how do I see this danger? How do I know it is real? I tell you now, the signs are clear. You have felt the unease, the sudden chills, the moments of doubt that invade your sleep. You have sensed the eyes upon you, the whispers behind doors, the subtle moves that feel unnatural. These are not coincidences. These are not figments of imagination. These are the shadows of the enemy moving in his final attempt to gain dominion over your life. But Michael is stronger. Michael is greater. He is the protector of the righteous, the guardian of those who walk in my ways, and he will not allow your spirit to be trampled while you stand in the light of obedience. Do you see, my beloved child? The enemy has tried to manipulate time itself, to create confusion in your mind, to make you feel powerless. But you are never powerless. The power of God flows through you, flows around you, flows before you, shielding you from harm, guiding your steps, and revealing the truth that must be known. Today, as you read these words, the meeting in darkness has already been witnessed by the hosts of heaven, and the response has been immediate. Michael has called for intervention. Angels have been sent to guard your path. Forces of light have been aligned to confront the forces of darkness that sought to claim your name as their own. The consequence of ignoring this message is great, my child. The enemy does not forgive. The enemy does not forget. And in the moment of delay, in the hesitation of belief, he will attempt to strike where you least expect. He will attempt to twist circumstances, to bring confusion, to place obstacles in your way, to test your faith. But if you obey, if you act now, if you trust in my word and the command of Michael, you will witness the undoing of every plan that was ever conceived against you. Your enemies will see the power of God manifest, they will tremble at the revelation, they will be forced to retreat into the shadows where they belong, and you will rise victorious. I, God, speak to you with the authority of heaven. Michael stands beside you, and he says again, open now, or suffer the consequence. Do not delay. Do not rationalize. Do not seek counsel from those who are blind to the truth. This is divine, immediate, and non-negotiable. Your life, your destiny, your soul, and your eternal purpose are all in motion at this very moment. The enemy's meeting cannot unmake what heaven has ordained, but it can delay, it can threaten, it can attempt to obscure. Only your obedience and your faith can activate the power that will protect you, that will reveal the truth, that will dismantle every plan that was set against you. I tell you, the consequence is not minor. The consequence is severe. The enemy's forces are cunning, relentless, and subtle. They will use every means at their disposal, every deception, every temptation, every distraction to prevent you from heeding this warning. But my power, my love, my intervention is absolute. Michael has been given authority over every scheme, every plot, every dark whisper. He moves like fire and like wind. He sees all. He strikes with precision. And he will not rest until you have opened this message and received the protection that is due to you. Understand this, my child. The moment you read these words, the forces of heaven and earth are aligned around you. The enemy is aware, he recoils, and he waits for hesitation. Do not give him that moment. Do not grant him the chance to act while you linger. Stand firm in the truth, act swiftly, and declare with the strength I have given you, I am protected. I am chosen. I am the child of God, and no force of darkness shall prevail against me. Open now. This is not symbolic. This is not optional. This is your moment of intervention, your divine shield, your final warning. Heed Michael's command. Let the light of heaven fall upon you, let the sword of the archangel guard your life, and let the enemy see that the child of God cannot be moved. God says, "My beloved, hear me now." This is not a message to be taken lightly. Heaven itself has watched in solemn silence as a secret meeting was held, a meeting that involved Satan and his minions, where your name was spoken with malice and with schemes meant to harm you. This is no ordinary warning. This is a divine alert that cannot be ignored. Archangel Michael is standing before me, his armor shining brighter than the sun, his wings spread wide as he cries out for you to open this message immediately. He says, "Open now, for delay will bring consequences that will touch your soul and your life in ways that you cannot yet fathom."